Welcome to our YouTube channel. Today, we delve into the insightful world of personal development with a book summary of Better Than Before by Gretchen Rubin. In this book, Rubin explores the fascinating realm of habits and how they impact our daily lives and overall well-being. Gretchen Rubin, a best-selling author and habits expert, guides us through a transformative journey to understand the power of habits and how we can harness them to improve our lives. Let's dive into the key takeaways from this enlightening book. But before we dive into the content, I kindly request a moment of your time to appreciate this video by liking it, subscribing to the channel, and ringing that notification bell. Your support means a lot to me. Thank you so much. In Better Than Before, Rubin introduces us to the concept of the four tendencies: upholders, questioners, obligers, and rebels, which provide valuable insights into how different individuals respond to inner and outer expectations. Understanding our tendency can help us create effective strategies to form and maintain habits successfully. Furthermore, Rubin delves into the importance of habit formation and the role of self-knowledge in initiating lasting changes. By identifying our individual habit tendencies, strengths, and weaknesses, we can design personalized approaches to adopt new habits and break old patterns effectively. Moreover, Better Than Before emphasizes the significance of foundational habits, such as sleep, exercise, and mindfulness, in shaping our daily routines and enhancing our overall well-being. Rubin provides practical tips and strategies to cultivate these habits and integrate them seamlessly into our lives. Through real-life examples, research-based insights, and engaging anecdotes, Better Than Before offers a roadmap to personal transformation and self-improvement. By implementing the principles outlined in this book, individuals can unlock their full potential, achieve their goals, and lead fulfilling lives. Better Than Before breaks down the latest research on how to break bad habits and develop good ones, in order to help you find your habit tendency and give you a few simple tools to start improving your own habits. It's that time of the year again. Do you know how many people stick to their New Year's resolutions? 8%. A depressing figure, considering half of all Americans make them every year. But sticking to new habits is hard, just like breaking bad ones. Plus, everyone is different. What works for John doesn't necessarily work for Gina. Better Than Before by Gretchen Rubin is a self-improvement book that provides a framework for building and sticking to good habits. Through research and personal anecdotes, Rubin offers practical strategies to help readers understand their individual habit tendencies and make lasting changes. Better Than Before gives you the strategies to both create and maintain good, healthy habits, and break the habits that don't serve you. Better Than Before explores the world of habits and provides insightful strategies to help readers create lasting behavioral changes. Here are 3 reasons why this book is worth reading. With its practical tips and tricks, it equips readers with actionable advice to break bad habits and build healthier ones. By drawing on scientific research and real-life examples, the book offers a deeper understanding of human behavior and motivation. The author's engaging storytelling keeps readers hooked, ensuring that this exploration of habit formation is anything but dull. Here is a sentence showcasing the greatness of a quote of this book. Decide, then don't decide. Gretchen Rubin. Those are the individuals who truly deserve to immerse themselves in this extraordinary book. Anyone who wants to pick up and maintain good habits. Anyone wishing to kick a bad habit. The 18-year-old who's just about to start college at a new location. The 48-year-old secretary who feels like she's just pleasing her boss. And anyone who doesn't know their habit tendency yet. Better Than Before takes this into account with the habit tendency framework. It is author Gretchen Rubin's 3rd book after Happier at Home and the Happiness Project. For Better Than Before, she also developed a quiz to help you find your own habit tendency. The framework ended up being so popular, she wrote another book about it, The 4 Tendencies. There are 4 distinctive types, based on how people respond to inner and outer expectations. Upholders who respond well to both. Questioners who respond well to inner expectations, but not to outer ones. Obligers who respond well to outer expectations, but not to inner ones. Rebels who resist all expectations. Upholders win the habit lottery, as new habits come easy to them, as long as there's a strict set of rules they can follow. Take away the structure, though, and they start to struggle. For example, it might be easy for them to cook healthy food if they plan their meals in advance, but when deciding in the moment they get lost and choose a frozen pizza. Questioners naturally doubt the effect good or bad habits have, which is why they're data-driven. If they want to eat better, they should take a close look at all the ingredients of their food, research why every single one is good or bad, and look at studies who prove the effects. Obligers will find themselves often trying to please people because they put other expectations above their own. Getting an accountability buddy or coach who cooks with them or asks them what they ate every day will help them eat better. Rebels desire authenticity and the freedom to choose. If you're a rebel, you'd be best off ditching your calendar altogether and instead telling yourself, I cook a healthy meal for myself today because I want to. After explaining this framework, Gretchen starts to give you simple tools to create better habits. Most of them try to minimize the need for willpower to get your habits on autopilot as quickly as possible. If you want to exercise regularly, for example, put every workout on your calendar. Eliminate the need to decide whether you feel good enough after work, and just go if it's on there. Your calendar also serves as a habit tracker. It's much easier to eat healthier when you know what you're starting with. Keep a food journal for a week, weigh yourself every day, or download an app like Coach.me. Gretchen learned from fellow habits researcher Wendy Wood that a major change can help us create new habits. Wood did a study where 36% of all participants who were successful in improving their diet had recently moved. Big changes like marriage, moving, divorce, or children moving out can be a great opportunity to pick up new habits and say goodbye to old ones. Similarly to tracking your habits and using a calendar, making good habits easy to do and bad ones hard will help you. For example, you could just leave your running shoes in the middle of the hallway. When you almost fall over them, you're more likely to put them on and get out the door. Another way to make things easier is to make them more fun. 66% more people took the stairs when Swedish researchers turned them into a piano, making music as you walked up. Conversely, less people buy ice cream when the lid of the cafeteria ice cream cooler is closed, as opposed to when it's already open and the ice cream is easier to grab. Out of sight, out of mind was already true for Odysseus when he tied himself to his ship in order to avoid the siren's deadly temptation. You too should remove temptations wherever possible. I hide my phone under a couch pillow when I write. When I do so, I forget about it and only pick it up when I really want to use it. When I leave it right next to me, I pick it up every couple minutes, just to check if there's something new. Another good way to make sure you stick to your good habits is to bundle them. This can work in two ways. One is called habit stacking and simply means you make a commitment to always do certain habits together. For example, you can say, after I close my laptop in the evening, I will floss my teeth. A morning routine works this way too. For example, the miracle morning includes 6 habits: silence, affirmations, visualization, exercise, reading, and writing. A different approach is called temptation bundling, and it pairs your joys with your struggles. Kathy Milkman, who coined the term, struggled with going to the gym, but loved listening to audiobooks. By creating a rule to only listen to audiobooks in the gym, she bundled the temptation with a good habit, ending up exercising 5 times a week, just to finish the Hunger Games. Finally, don't forget to give yourself a treat for your good behavior every now and then, but make sure it's spontaneous and not a planned reward, as you'll end up jumping through hoops just for the reward and not the good habit itself. So start establishing some rules, making some commitments, and designing your environment to make positive change as easy as possible. I love this book. When Coach.me teamed up with Gretchen Rubin early in 2015 when she published Better Than Before, us coaches all got a copy of it. Many of us went through her quiz to find our habit tendency. I'm an upholder and I've taken a lot of my clients through the quiz since. All of them found it helpful to know their tendency and had aha moments when finding out about it. Highly recommend this one. As you embark on your own habit transformation, keep in mind the wisdom shared in Better Than Before, and embrace the process with an open mind and a determined spirit. Small changes can lead to significant improvements over time, so stay committed to your growth journey and celebrate each step forward. Here are some valuable insights extracted from this captivating book. I believe you will find them highly beneficial. Feel encouraged to explore its wisdom further and let it spark new perspectives and ideas on your journey. 1. In order to take control of your habits, you must know thyself. Aristotle's imperative, know thyself, still rings true today. To ditch bad habits or stick to good ones, you need to know who you are. And you'll likely fall into one of these 4 personality types. If you're an upholder, you find it easy to respond to your own and others' expectations. You always do everything on your to-do list. However, you tend to dawdle when there are no clear-cut rules or expectations. For example, if going to the gym is in the calendar, an upholder will go even if the weather is terrible or she's tired from work. If it's not in the calendar, though, she'd probably skip it even if it would be a fine day to work out. If you scrutinize what's expected of you and comply only if they make sense to you, you're more of a questioner. This usually means that when you want to start a new habit, you take forever to gather momentum. A questioner wanting to start a gym habit can benefit from exercise apps or other data sources, because when he sees statistical proof that he's losing weight, he'll be more motivated to stick to his gym routine. If you're an obliger, you have no problem meeting expectations when they're imposed on you, but you find it difficult to impose expectations on yourself. Therefore, if you as an obliger want to go to the gym more, you should get an exercise buddy who'll pressure you into going. Finally, if you're a rebel, you resist all expectations, whether they come from you or other people. Authenticity and self-determination are your guides. If you're a rebel, you should refrain from putting things in your calendar if you have one at all, and just say to yourself you're going to the gym today because you want to, not because it's in the calendar. Which type are you? Knowing this will help you form new habits. 2. Using a calendar and monitoring your habits will make creating and maintaining the good ones easier. You know the feeling when you're at a restaurant, and there are so many tasty options of the menu that you just can't decide? The simple truth is that for us humans, making decisions is hard. That's why when you're trying to pick up a new habit like, say, going to the gym, you have to take decision-making out of the equation. If you need to separately decide each and every day whether to hit the weights or not, you'll probably end up skipping most of your workouts. So don't think, just do. Make the decision today to put your workouts for the next months in your calendar, and you'll no longer need to make any other decisions. Just follow your calendar. 3. New beginnings are great for introducing new habits. Ever tried to change a nasty habit like nail biting? It's not easy. Changing our habits is notoriously difficult because our daily routines are so ingrained in us. But when a major change occurs in our life, like moving house, getting a new job, or even finding new love, our routines suddenly change or even disappear altogether. Such times are ideal for creating new and better habits. For it's easier to positively shape our lives when we make good habits convenient and bad ones inconvenient. Let's face it, most of us are pretty lazy. So if we want to maintain our good habits, we need to make them as convenient and easy as we possibly can. Say you want to start socializing more. If you have to go to the trouble of making arrangements and calling your friends every time you feel like socializing, you'll often end up by yourself because you can't be bothered. However, joining a group that has regular meetups, such as a book club, can make things far easier because it minimizes the effort needed. 5. Safeguard against temptation and don't use excuses. Do you ever feel like your entire life revolves around resisting temptation? Well, you're not entirely wrong. Research has found that we spend around a quarter of our waking life struggling to resist some kind of temptation. It is no surprise then that often our success in adopting good habits or ditching bad ones depends on our ability to resist temptation. 6. It's easier to form good habits when you find the right distractions and learn to work without the promise of rewards. Why do we always view distraction as a negative thing? When it comes to refraining from bad habits, distractions can be a real blessing. So the next time you feel the need to fight off unwelcome thoughts and cravings, try to distract yourself. 7. Pair good habits together and give yourself a treat now and then. We've seen how rewards aren't always useful when we want to stick to our good habits. Luckily, there are other approaches we can use. One is called pairing. Pairing is simply taking 2 activities, one that you enjoy doing and one that you want to do but find a bit more difficult, and making them dependent on one another. This makes it easier to keep up good habits. We hope this summary has inspired you to explore the power of habits and take proactive steps towards positive change in your life. Remember, you have the ability to shape your habits and, in turn, shape your future. Stay tuned for more empowering content on personal development and self-improvement. You can find the link to acquire a copy of this incredible book in the description below. Thank you for joining us today. Keep striving for progress, embrace the power of habits, and live a life that is better than before. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe for more valuable insights and resources on personal development. Until next time, continue your journey towards becoming the best version of yourself. Take care and stay motivated.